Have you ever wondered what if the world was full of monsters? Um, not like not like big predator animals, which we already have. And in a lot of ways, the world has animals that I guess could be thought of as monstrous, but like weird animals or creatures that specifically have the full intention of killing you at all times and you are unable to befriend them, and the only thing that they're here for is to kill as much as possible, including you. And because of this, you basically have the right and the duty to go kill it back. You have the right to become a predator against this predator. So yeah, what if a world existed like that? And the real question is, if such a world did exist, would it be any different? Or would you be any different? You know? Because we have all these movies and this media where if you were in a world full of monsters, you would be a superhero, you would be the Witcher, you'd be a guy with a sword or a girl with a sword, you would have magic, you would be powerful, and you would be fighting these monsters, because of course you would. But would you though? That's the real question. I think the world is already full of monsters, and there are things in our day-to-day lives that are quite monstrous. We have rich evil people, we have corporations and governments, and all of these things think they're doing the right thing, but they are affecting a lot of people in a negative way. People get killed, people get drugged, people get kidnapped on a daily basis. And these are monsters that exist in our real world. But there's nobody out there that I know of that's, the average person isn't running around with swords and a suit of armor, killing all the drug dealers, or taking down the government or whatever. And so I think if the world was full of monsters, the average person would just sort of learn to use a gun, and that's about it. And probably maybe there'd be smaller populations, or just the military's prime job would be to fight these monsters. But it's a bummer to think about, because of course we want to be these heroes, these people that do the right thing and do the epic thing, but it's hard to kill stuff. It's hard to train and dedicate your life to killing monsters, or fighting. And I guess in some ways you could think of ethical lawyers as monster fighters, but traditionally monster fighters kind of do whatever they want, and they kill monsters, and lawyers are stuck within boundaries. We're all stuck within these boundaries, and it's a good thing, because without the boundaries you don't have society, basically. But there are certain situations where the only people who can cross these boundaries are the people who made the boundaries, and they don't always cross the boundaries for the best reasons. And a lot of the people who did not make the boundaries and cross the boundaries and get punished for it are doing they're doing the right thing. Yeah, so I mean, as much as I would love to have a world full of monsters that I could go fight, I, I don't think it would be a better world or a worse world. I think it'd be about the same, and maybe there'd be a lot more dead people. Or maybe we would just have less world war and more consistent fighting against these monsters. Yeah. But hey, that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with imagination. If anything, these sorts of things are better in the imagination, because in that case, you are the hero and you are the person who is saving lives. So good for you.